do is I call it wash wrist removal. You know, the yoga, the meditation, the singing, it's all part of the same thing. It's to keep myself centered. Great.
morning. Welcome to this place of peace, justice, and hope. In this Unitarian Universalist congregation, we affirm no matter who you are, who you love, or where you are on your journey, you are welcome here. For those of you joining us online, we are so glad you're with us. I am Paula Sijit Dvorak. My pronouns are she and her. I am a white 40-something-year-old woman with medium-length brown hair, wearing all black and my choir stole for my second role today. I'm pleased to be with you as the worship associate. If you are visiting with us today, we invite you to sign our visitor's book. Also, members and friends, to help folks connect, remember to wear your name tags. I actually remembered it today with your pronoun stickers. If you need a new name tag, you can request that in the living room. Childcare for children under the age of 5 is available in our playroom located in the lower level of the RE building across the alley. Youngsters are welcome to join the play group when the older children are sung out to RE. But please know that all ages may remain in the service. All voices are welcome here. We recognize that individuals of all ages and abilities have different needs during service. In the living room at the back of the sanctuary, we provide a cart of fidgets and drawing supplies. If at any point you feel the need for movement, please feel free to get up and grab a fidget, engage in drawing, or sit on the floor in the living room. And you guys might notice when I'm not up here or in the choir, I'm usually sitting in the living room on the floor. There are also different types of seating available in the back of the sanctuary. Please see a greeter for assistance if needed. All are invited to stay after the service for coffee downstairs in the social hall. Visitors and newer folks are invited to pick up a green mug so that we know to welcome you and get to know you better. But recognizing that some people may not feel comfortable with that, you don't have to grab a green mug. You can grab whichever mug you would like. But if you do have a green mug, people might seek you out to say hello and welcome you. May you each know you are welcome in this house of peace, and may our worship and fellowship this morning touch your heart, mind, and spirit. Welcome to our celebration of community. As you may have noticed, Reverend Beth is not here today. She has been struggling all week with an illness, and she hopes to be in the pulpit next week. In the meantime, Worship Circle Chair Susan Morrison-Hebel will join me, sharing the service crafted by Reverend Beth. We also will have cards available to sign for Reverend Beth downstairs after the service. Our music today will be provided by Jamie Passman and the Celebration Singers, directed by Julia Beckman.
We acknowledge that we in the western suburbs inhabit areas that are traditional territories of indigenous peoples, including the Kickapoo, Peoria, Kaskaskia, Potawatomi, and others. As people trying to live into a more just world, we have a responsibility to acknowledge the history and legacy of colonialism, the harm done to Native peoples, and also work to repair that harm. I ask you now to stand if you are able and join us in singing our opening hymn, number 128, For All That Is Our Life. We gather together today to honor our loves and our losses, to breathe together, to name those who have gone before, from whose influence we live. At this sacred time, when the veil between the world is thin, we stand at the crossroads, at a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, where night and day, birth and death, joy and sorrow meet as one. Let us honor those who have gone before. Let us call them to us now, inviting their presence here, in, through, between, and among us. We call upon the Spirit of life and our companion in death, known by many names and no names, to be with us now. We gather today, heirs of the desire for wisdom, for depth and meaning. We gather as the year spirals toward the deepening darkness, as we journey toward transformation.
Oh no. What happened to Sorry about that. Okay. Our chalice lighting words are by Maya Angelou. And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms, slowly and always irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us. They existed. They existed. We can be and be better. Be and be better, for they existed.
At this time, we invite Pam up to share a story for the children.
Good morning. Now is the time of year when many different religions and cultures celebrate and honor those who are no longer with us. In fact, many religions and cultures have specific rituals and traditions that happen at this time to help them remember and express gratitude for their ancestors. Because when we remember our loved ones with gratitudes for the gifts they gave us, their kindness, their stories, their wisdom, the way they made us feel, those memories can help heal some of the sadness. Gratitude helps the love we received keep growing inside of us, even when that person is gone. So with that in mind, I want to tell you a story called The Memory Tree. There once was a fox who lived with all the other animals in the forest. Fox had lived a long, happy life, but his life was at its end, and it would soon be time for him to pass on. Very slowly, Fox made his way to his favorite spot in the clearing. He looked at his beloved forest one last time and lay down. Fox closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and passed on. Everything around Fox was still and peaceful. Snow began to fall, gently covering him with a soft blanket. Owl had watched Fox from the top of his tree. He flew down and landed next to his friend. Owl was very sad. He had known Fox for a long time, but Owl knew the time had come for his friend to leave. One by one, Fox's friends came to the clearing. First squirrel and weasel, then bear and deer and bird, and finally rabbit, mouse, and some others came to sit by Fox. Fox had been loved by everyone. He was kind and caring. No one could imagine life in the forest without him. The animals sat in silence for a very long time. Owl was the first to speak. He smiled warmly and he said, "I remember when Fox and I were very young. Every autumn we raced to see who could catch more falling leaves." The other animals remembered and smiled. Mouse said softly, "I remember how much Fox loved the sunset. He always sat at this exact spot." The animals remembered. Many of them joined Fox watching the sun go down. It was a happy memory, and their sad hearts filled with warmth. Bear remembered how Fox had looked after the cubs one spring. Rabbit smiled when she told the story of how Fox had played tag in the tall grass. Squirrel talked about Fox helping him dig up buried nuts in the deep snow last winter. One by one, the animals remembered their favorite stories about Fox. Fox had touched the lives of all the animals in the forest, and his warmth and kindness, and they all smiled, remembering. While the animals talked, a little orange plant grew out of the snow where Fox was lying. Small and delicate at first and hardly noticeable, the plant grew bigger and stronger and more beautiful with each story. The animals talked about Fox all through the night, and in the morning, the little plant had grown into a small tree. The animals saw the tree and knew that Fox was still a part of them. During the next days, weeks, and months, the animals remembered many more stories about Fox. Their heavy hearts began to feel a little bit lighter. The more they remembered, the more the tree grew, higher and more beautiful, until it was the tallest tree in the forest, a tree made from memories and full of love. Fox's tree was big and strong enough to shelter all the animals. It was always buzzing with life. The birds built their nests among the leaves, and Owl raised his grand chicks on the branches. Squirrel found a cozy home in the trunk, and bear, deer, and rabbit slept in its shade. The tree gave strength to everyone who loved Fox, and so Fox lived on in their hearts forever. What I love about this story is how it reminds us that when someone we love is gone, we can keep them alive in our hearts by remembering the gifts they gave us, their friendship, their laughter, and their help. Every thankful memory is like a leaf or a flower on a tree, making it grow strong. It reminds us that our UU value of gratitude helps heal the sadness of loss, and it turns our memories into something that can keep giving comfort and joy for a long, long time. May it be so. Please join in singing Me and My Friends to the Other Building.
There's always a lot going on around the church, and you can read all about it in News and Notes, which arrives in your inbox every Friday, and there are printed copies available. If you would like to receive News and Notes, stop by the welcoming table, or the ushers can also direct you. If you didn't bring a picture today and would like to place the name of your beloved dead at the altar, please raise your hand and someone will bring you a piece of paper and a pen, so if you hadn't had a chance to do that, and then you can bring it up during the offertory to the altar here. We know that our financial contributions to this congregation come from sacrifice and hard work. We are so grateful for this and commit together to ensure the funds we gather collectively do a greater good for ourselves and our world than they could have done alone. May there be an offering to sustain and grow the life and mission of this congregation. May we give in love and in hope. Please join in our offertory words. This church is made up of all of us. It is what we learn together, the work we do together, the fun we have together. It is what we share with one another, with people around us, and with the world. So when Reverend Beth first reached out to me regarding this service with an email, she had mentioned a reading of Blackwater Woods by Mary Oliver, which is one of my favorite poems. Then she asked if I had any other possible poems or readings that we could have. And my mind immediately jumped to Andrea Gibson. Andrea Gibson was a non-binary poet who went by the pronouns they, them. They were the poet laureate for Colorado, I believe since 2023. And earlier this year, they passed from ovarian cancer. If anyone is familiar with their poetry, it is raw and visceral. Everyone who spoke of them after their death said that they really wanted poetry to be accessible and that you didn't have to have a college education to understand what was being said in a poem, as far as the analogies or the words that were spoken. I didn't know anything about Andrea Gibson until after their death, and that makes me sad, but also happy that I have been able to experience their poetry. And they have spoken many times about how their poetry, they were resistant to actually putting it into books at first because it's really meant to be read, and it's meant to be read in particular, it was meant to be read by Andrea themselves, their performances. So you can look up on YouTube, obviously, for performances of their poetry, and it's just some really beautiful things. But in particular, this piece, A Letter from the Afterlife, spoke to this service.
Well, when I wrote this, I was writing it for Meg, but I shared it online, and I shared it so that people who had lost someone might feel more connected to the person they had lost still. I don't think I ever told anybody that I had written it from my own perspective because I didn't want to upset anyone. This is called Love Letter from the Afterlife. I've never read it like this. My love, I was so wrong. Dying is the opposite of leaving. When I left my body, I did not go away. That portal of light was not a portal to elsewhere, but a portal to here. I am more here than I ever was before. I am more with you than I ever could have imagined. So close you look past me when wondering where I am. It's okay. I know that to be human is to be far-sighted. But feel me now, walking the chambers of your heart, pressing my palms to the soft walls of your living. Why did no one tell us that to die is to be reincarnated in those we love while they are still alive? Ask me the altitude of heaven, and I will answer, how tall are you? In my back pocket is a love note with every word you wish you'd said. At night, I sit ecstatic at the loom, weaving forgiveness into our worldly regrets. All day, I listen to the radio of your memories. Yes, I know every secret you thought too dark to tell me, and love you more, for everything you feared might make me love you less. When you cry, I guide your tears toward the garden of kisses I once planted on your cheeks, so you know they are all perennials. Forgive me for not being able to weep with you. One day you will understand. One day you will know why I read the poetry of your grief to those waiting to be born, and they are all the more excited. There is nothing I want for now that we are so close. I open the curtain of your eyelids with my own smile every morning. I wish you could see the beauty your spirit is right now making of your pain, your deep-seated fears playing musical chairs, laughing about how real they are not. My love, I want to sing it through the rafters of your bones. Dying is the opposite of leaving. I want to echo it through the corridor of your temples. I am more with you than I ever was before. Do you understand? It was me who beckoned the stranger, who caught you in her arms when you forgot not to order for two at the coffee shop. It was me who was up all night, gathering sunflowers into your chest, the last day you feared you would never again wake up feeling lighthearted. I know it's hard to believe, but I promise it's the truth. I promise one day you will say it too. I can't believe I ever thought I could lose you.
Jesus Christ.
Please remain seated, but join in singing hymn number 1002, verses 1 and 2, Comfort Me.
Each year, we make the space for calling in, for acknowledging and inviting the presence of those in our lives who have died. First, honoring community loss. We are here to name and honor those beloved ones from within our church community who have died since last year. We pause in the time set aside to share the names and faces of those whose lives have touched ours in ways large and small. We do this because we know that we are constituted in and through our relationships. An invisible thread knits us together. Those whom we have loved here are in the very fabric of this place, in the living room, the creaky floors, the kitchen, and the classrooms. Even if you never met the people whose names will be called, they live in you too, even if this is your first time here. This place and we people have been formed by these loved ones. Betty Fisher. Harriet Goff. We now open this space to call in the names of any of the loved ones who have passed that you are carrying with you now. I invite you now to call out those names. I would like to share the name Jane Lieber Mays. John Beckman. Valerie Compton. Gary Knoll. Susan Cicero.
Ann Fisher and Baby Fisher. George Grozek.
Errol Conway. Evelyn Griffin. Bob Haas.
Kevin Gould.
Kathy Salzano.
Ed Searle. Tom Stillman. William Curnow. Sally Patrick. Clark Sells. Richard Castle. Joe Howard.
Some of these names and others are at the altar here and here. And a bit later in the service, if you haven't placed your card up at this altar, you're certainly welcome to do so. And we'll leave this out so folks can come and pay their respects. We'll sing now verse 3 of Comfort Me. We'll now share a litany of remembrance. We ask you to join us with the line, "We remember them."
In the rising of the sun and in its going down,
We remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the rains of winter, we remember them.
in the opening buds and the rebirth of spring,
We remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them.
in the rustling leaves and in the beauty of autumn,
We remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends,
we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength,
we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart,
we remember them. When we have joys and we yearn to share,
we remember them. Yes, we remember them. So long as we live, our beloveds shall live, for they are part of all who have known them.
May
This is the time that we are invited to the cycles of life over and over again, like the trees around us. I invite you to enter into that place of silence and honesty. Breathe with me. Having named the loss of our beloved dead and remembering well, we gather this day as we do each year to honor our dead, to remember those who have gone before us, from whose influence we continue to live. And in so doing, we remember and are reminded that one day for us too, evening will fall, our light will fade, and we will be remembered by those who love us and live from our legacy. We are everywhere reminded that we live in and through the cycles of nature. It is at once a memory and a longing and a promise and a lure. As evening falls, it is the turning inward for recovered and new wisdom, the deepening of understanding and rest for the spirit. Spring to summer, summer to fall, fall to winter, and winter to spring. New moon to full moon to waxing moon to dark moon, dawn to noon, evening to dusk. Even in the breath, each in-breath, a little birth, each out-breath, a little death. We return again and again and again. And so it is that we honor our beloved dead and are reminded of love and of the certainty of this life and of the beauty of this life. It is not unusual in Samhain rituals to invoke the presence of the ancestors and to dance with them. This dance is a metaphor for the sacred dance of the cycles of life and reminds us that we are alive now, that we have been given gifts, learned lessons, and loved. To dance with death means that we embrace both the shadow and the light, that we dance in the cycles of birth, growth, fullness, decay, death, and rebirth. Dancing with the mystery lets us approach the world with wonder and humility, with caution to limit our errors, and with a sense of joy and liberation. Beloveds, even as we mourn our losses, we remember and can dance with the beauty that was and is and shapes us still. It is in the letting go that we move to the recognition of the ways in which we have been shaped and changed by our encounter with each other, and we are transformed. As we enter into the season of winter, may we be embraced by the presence of the mystery and immersed in the love and peace that passes all understanding. Please stay seated and join us in singing verse number 4.
We say together our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of its truth, the warmth of this community, nor the fire of our commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world.
Our benediction words are by Barbara Peskin. Because of those who came before, we are. In spite of their failings, we believe. Because of and in spite of the horizons of their vision, we too dream. Let us go remembering to praise, to live in the moment, to love mightily, and to bow to the mystery. We'll close by sharing the last two verses of Comfort Me. Ends our time together. Please take your love out into the world.